rumor has it we have some new character descriptions. Let's get into them.
What's your favorite scary movie? Amy.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Allow Pennywise to dance you now.
Oh, Lord on the beat!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes dead is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we're talking a little bit about some rumored character descriptions for Scream 6. Now before we get into this though, I'm gonna need y'all to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Alright, so getting into this. We recently got a brand new post on Reddit from user Antoine89 who says that these are some character descriptions for the upcoming Scream film. Of course, with anything that is just posted from some random user on Reddit or Twitter or whatever, this is just speculation and rumors as of right now. But it is interesting to talk about and brings up a very cool point about this new Scream film that I would like to make. So starting off with our first character here, we have Eric, who is 19 years old, a lead character, and he is Christina's shy, geeky friend. Eric is a snack. What? Eric is a snack. Ugh. You know what? Actually, I haven't even seen Eric yet, but I bet he's a full course meal. Eric is a snack, but tends to be nervous in social settings, especially when it involves the opposite sex. So with that description, you might be wondering, who is this Christina character? Christina Carpenter? No, I'm assuming that they're using fake names for the already established characters, our core four, which is of course Tara, Sam, Mindy, and Chad. And this one I'm thinking is Tara because it matches the age range, 19 years old. That would make sense if Tara is now in college and also a 19-year-old. It makes sense if that's the case there. So Eric could be like her love interest. Also, Eric just doesn't seem that interesting. I mean, you basically just described to me Michael Cera when he was 19 years old. Like, to me, I need something a little more, with a little more flavor. Like the Scream 5 character descriptions were like really cool. It was like, oh shit, okay, that's interesting. Liv's character, for example, just off the top of my head from what I'm remembering, she was described as like, oh, she dyes her hair pink so that she stands out because she feels like she's boring. And Mindy makes fun of her because of it. Like, oh shit, that's cool. There's some you're telling me character relationships as well as a description. There's so much more than just this milquetoast, not very interesting Eric character who doesn't really have a lot going on besides the fact that he's geeky, dorky, and can't talk to the opposite sex, which, wow, we definitely have never seen that before in anything ever. Then we have Derek, late 20s, another lead character. He is Carla's neighbor, a handsome, fit, charming, and self-aware out-of-work actor. Derek has caught Carla checking him out before. Her window looks into his apartment, and he's always walking around shirtless. Okay, now this is where I draw the fucking line. Obviously, these names are probably going to change, but Derek? But if there's a character that's a boyfriend whose name is fucking Derek, I'm gonna lose my mind. So Carla in this description is probably Sam, because that once again matches the age range of Derek's character, late 20s. Sam is about mid 20s from the last time we saw her. She'll probably be like 26 or 27 in this new movie, so that makes sense. Okay, so this is Sam's love interest now. Two love interest characters you've introduced me to who are nothing more than a geeky dude and a guy who's kind of hot and takes his shirt off. I mean, I guess the out-of-work actor thing is pretty cool. Like, imagine if Derek was like a kid in one of the old Stab movies or something, and now it's like, oh, he's now getting involved with the people who are actually involved with the crimes. That could be cool. I see potential there, but if this is just the boyfriend character and that's about it, I need some more. I need some more there to play into that out-of-work actor thing a little more. That could be cool. Next up on the docket is Alicia, 20 years old, another lead character. She is Angel's loving girlfriend who has a watchful eye on her friends. When Greg drunkenly talks to a strange girl at a party, Alicia follows to make sure he's okay. Okay, now there you go. That's a character description right there. Alicia sounds like a pretty damn cool character. Probably dating Angel, who is probably Mindy, and Greg, who is probably Chad, and make sure that he doesn't go off with the Ghostface Killer, perhaps. I really like Alicia. This is really painting a picture in my mind. We have Mindy's girlfriend here and also like someone who's defending Chad. Maybe she's very protective over the Meeks twins. That could be cool. There we go. And then maybe she saves Chad from getting attacked by a Ghostface Killer. Chad's girlfriend unfortunately died in the last film, so of course he's gonna be trying to pick up some chicks at like a party or something along those lines. Maybe he's going up to girls and be like, hey, what's going on? Doing his Chad thing. He goes upstairs with someone, but oh, that girl was kind of sus in the last scene. And Alicia remembers that, goes upstairs, swears Chad is getting stabbed to death by Ghostface. Oh my god! Now that could be cool. And last, but certainly not least, we have Claire, 19 years old, a lead character. She is Gideon's roommate, pretty, confident, and fun. She is not ashamed of her sexuality. Claire dates multiple men at the same time and considers herself sex positive as opposed to slutty. Now, I have no idea who this Gideon character could be, but what I can tell you about Claire is that, once again, just a very stereotypical character. If you've ever seen Cabin in the Woods, you know exactly what I'm talking about. With these character descriptions, though, I just feel like they're a little too stereotypical for a Scream film. These sound like characters out of like a new Friday the 13th film. Like, that could work. Okay, that's for a Friday the 13th film, that would totally work. But Scream is self-referential. It's making fun of like the slasher genre. These are characters that the Scream franchise would typically be like poking fun at, opposed to actually having in their movies. The Scream characters are just a little more rich than these descriptions, I guess. I don't hate Alicia, and I think there's a way you could go to make Derek's character interesting, but these character descriptions just pale in comparison to the Scream 5 ones, which were so much cooler, and there was so much more you could talk about with them. These are just kind of meh. I mean, like, okay, typical slasher characters for the most part. Cool, whatever. But I need something a little more from new Scream characters opposed to this, I guess. I also don't love when every single character in a horror movie or any movie in general has a love interest. It just feels a little too sappy for my taste. Maybe that's just me, but not every character needs to fall in love in the movie. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like I've seen that a million times. It doesn't need to happen. Do I still want at least 4 new characters for this upcoming Scream film? Of course, I want some lambs for the slaughter, baby. I want to see some people getting their eyeballs gouged out and their throats slit and heads cut off by Ghostface. I want to, listen, Jenna, you promised me a more aggressive Ghostface in this film. Y'all better deliver. And speaking of Jenna, literally as I'm sitting here editing this video, I hit record again. We got to talk about some even more Scream news. Oh my God. Via Jenna Ortega's Instagram, she just posted this picture of her and Sam Carpenter. Melissa Barrera, but this is the Carpenter sisters reunion, baby. Look how cool this is, and look how funny Melissa Barrera's face is. Seriously, what I wouldn't give, though, to be on the set hanging out with these people, they just seem so cool. I mean, from the set pictures, from like the things I've heard about like Jack Quaid, for instance, and like Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega on set, how fun they were, Mason Gooding too. I've just heard some of the most positive things. God, I envy anyone who is attached to this project. I bet they are having an absolute blast out there in Montreal making a horror movie. Like, oh, this looks like, I don't know, there's something about this picture especially that just captures that, and it just feels like, man, they're having so much fun. They're just a bunch of kids making a horror movie. It's fucking awesome. Also, to Antoine89, I'm editing this and I realize a lot of this comes off as a little mean. If you did just make this up, like if you were making this up, you wanted to pitch into the world and you're like, hey, this is fun, cool, like that's great, man. And I hate that I'm ragging on this so bad, but I'm treating it like it's actual news. If you're gonna present something out there like it's like, oh, this is actually rumored to be a part of it, I'm going to judge it as so. If this was something where it was like, it was confirmed that it's not true and it's something that it's just an idea, first of all, I probably wouldn't make a whole video on it and I wouldn't judge it this harshly. So I apologize, Antoine89, if you're watching this, the person who probably came up with it, and you're like, wow, that KillJoy Jake guy is such an asshole. I'm only judging this based off of like, if this was an actual character description we had gotten from like Radio Silence, because that's how you presented it. So please don't take offense to that. If I came off as a little mean, I apologize. Hopefully we get some real character descriptions soon, but what do you guys think about all these rumors? Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this new Scream 6 update video, sort of. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, if you want to support this channel further, you can become a Patreon supporter or a channel member by clicking the join button on my page. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.